their full lineup is officially out. We got that breaking news this morning, and they are joining us here on the Wisconsin Live Desk. Jerrod is here. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to imagine. I think we're the ones that brought the warm weather this week to Milwaukee. At least that's what I'm gonna tell. That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
I love that. It's so true. With the Summerfest lineup, you have to have those summer-like temperatures. So I don't think it's a coincidence either, Jerrod. I'm going to give you guys all the credit, although our weather experts might want some of the credit.
They probably do. You're right.
Okay, so tell me about some of the big names that you guys are excited to welcome to Milwaukee this summer. Again, full lineup out now.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we announced over 180 artists that you can all go and see on summerfest.com. Obviously we've rolled out some of our amphitheater headliners previously. Country legend Garth Brooks is going to be kicking off the festival on June 16th and 17th. We could not be more excited to have him, especially in an atmosphere of our amphitheater where Garth Brooks is used to playing stadium shows across the country. So having him be here in a more intimate setting is something that's really, really special. Obviously artists like Ed Sheeran, Post Malone, Jelly Roll and Alex Warren, all incredible artists that have been announced already. But then as far as our side stages go, we just announced Third Eye Blind. The Roots are an incredible band. They're a legendary hip hop band. They're going to be headlining our BMO Pavilion one night on the second weekend. Obviously, everyone knows them from The Tonight Show, but if you've never seen them live, I highly recommend it. Plus some other nuggets like, up and coming country star Tucker Wetmore, incredible R&B performer Ella May, classics like Megadeth, who's an incredible hard rock band. So, I could go on and on, but yeah, there's an incredible thing or incredible amount of artists that people should be excited about.
Obviously, it's an exciting day for us because we can finally kind of look at the lineup, go through all of the names, find the artists that speak to us, and I do think that it's a lineup that has something for everyone. But I imagine it's got to take so much work to get the lineup set, to get all these artists on board. How much work goes on behind the scenes to get to today?
Yeah, a ton. And exactly like you said, I think that's one of the things that we are so proud of is the fact that we do have something for everyone. That's what makes Summerfest so unique, but also so special. But yeah, our team, credit to our booking team, VP of Entertainment, Scott Zeal, they've been working behind the scenes for a year plus. The music industry continues to start booking acts, especially summer tours and festival plays earlier and earlier. So our team is always working very, very far in advance. Even though the 2026 lineup was just announced today, they're already working on 2027. So it's one of those things where it's a cycle that just continues to move up, and we continue to start booking stuff out further and further in advance.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, maybe a question I should have started with here, but if anybody is watching who has never been to Summerfest before, tell us a little bit more about what we can expect.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible atmosphere. We are very lucky to have the 75 acres of land that we do at Henry Martin Festival Park, located literally right on Lake Michigan, with the city as a backdrop. It's a permanent infrastructure too, which is also very different for people who are not familiar with the festival. Whereas other festivals around the country, you might be, in a field or something like that. We are lucky to have this permanent infrastructure here right in downtown Milwaukee. It's an incredible time. Like I said, beyond the music, there's incredible local food vendors, tons of experiences. Plus, for us, again, as part of our mission to continue to make the festival affordable and accessible for everyone, we also have admission promotions, which we will announce at a later date, that basically gives fans the opportunity to get into the festival either free or via discount admission every single day. So, there's a lot that Summerfest offers, and I think it's one of those things where the lineup really kind of brings that back to the surface, especially with this beautiful weather that we have. So we're excited to welcome our fans back, and it's just, I think, around 119 days until the kickoff.
Oh, that makes it seem like closer than I realized. So I like that. 119 days, we can make it to summer. Speaking of the fans who, come every single year to this festival, who get so excited, obviously there are plenty of those from right here in Milwaukee. But I know of people who travel from out of town to come to Summerfest. Last year I was on a plane that landed in Milwaukee that was just filled with people excited for their concerts they had lined up. What is that like to have these people who are willing to take trains and planes and automobiles to come to Summerfest?
Yeah, I think when you're a festival who has been around for 58 years, obviously, I think for fans, they feel very excited and also comfortable knowing the product that they're going to get because festivals this day and age, usually 58 years is pretty unheard of. But for us, yeah, I mean, we welcome fans from all over the globe every single year. But I think that also speaks to our lineup. Having such a variety of different artists from across different genres. I'm a big believer that everyone may have a genre that they're more interested in, whether it be country, but you also have bands that you like that are in the indie zone, classic rock, maybe R&B or hip hop. So I think that is what really speaks to people who are coming across the country, is that we offer such a variety of artists across our entire festival.
Yeah. Okay. So people who have tuned in, they're looking at the lineup right now. They're getting the ones they want to go see. We got to talk tickets. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in my opinion, it's the best deal of the year. So, right now, you can actually go and get a T-Mobile 9-day Power Pass for only $58. So, it's in celebration of our 58th anniversary for the festival. You can get that now online at summerfest.com through next Wednesday. You get access to all 9 days of the festival for only $58. So it is a deal that's really unbeatable. Otherwise, we have a bunch of different ticket options. You can go and get tickets to our headliners at the amphitheater. There's also single day and 3-day general admission passes available as well.
And for those who maybe wanted to get extra fancy, have a really special Summerfest, talk to me about the option of leveling up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a couple different upgrade experiences on our grounds. The Level Up Duck is one in particular that we have at the Miller Lite Oasis. So you can go and see bands like Whiskey Myers and Sean Paul, who are both headliners this year. You can upgrade your experience. It comes with a general admission ticket, but then you also get a few drinks included. You have a private deck, private bar, restrooms. So it is a way for fans that are wanting to splurge a little bit more, spend a little bit more money to improve or to increase their experience that they are looking for. We have those options as well.
All right, Jerrod, before I let you go, I got to ask the big question, which is, who do you think you're most excited for? Who are you really wanting to see?
This is always, I think, maybe the toughest question. I have to say, for me, I think obviously there's so many incredible classic artists who this day and age, they may not be together with their band, but the fact that we have an artist like Gene Simmons, who's going to be playing all of Kiss's greatest hits, is going to be incredible. Obviously having David Lee Roth, but then, I'm a big indie guy too. So knowing the fact that we have a band like Passion Pit, who hasn't performed in a while, but I feel like his music just exemplifies what summer is all about. So I feel like those are some of the artists that I'm probably most excited at this point.
And I think that really speaks to the lineup that came out today, because those aren't even the headliners. So there's just still so many more artists to kind of go read about and realize are coming to Milwaukee. Obviously, we can't wait for Summerfest to be here and for the warmer temperatures, because Milwaukee summers, they're unbeatable.
Can't beat it.
They're the best. Jerrod, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us, and happy lineup reveal day.
Thank you so much.